Man, sometimes, like I there's no way to pre-record the conversation we have before we go live, but one of these days, I just spooked myself out. I had the YouTube up. Welcome back to the Black Rasslin Podcast. No, Mimi did not go through a time warp or turn into somebody. We got a special guest in the building. Shouts out to Marty Bowser, not Mario on Twitter. Probably one of my favorite Twitter handles I've come across in the last couple of months. I want to say I saw Marty because of this article that she did. Piece to Essence magazine. I guess this dropped. This was like right before the Royal Rumble this year.
It's our February issue, so it hit stands like at the end of December, like after.
Okay.
I want to say like maybe Christmas Day or the day before Christmas.
Okay.
But as far as it going to digital, it went like the day or two before.
Got you.
So it was great timing.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I saw images of the issue first. I definitely remember seeing it when it hit digital, just because as somebody who, I mean, as pro wrestling fans and people that follow like writing and pro wrestling, like whenever I see publications, drop on get the drop on stuff, it's always cool to follow along. So I mean, are you I want to put her on the Summer Jam screen. I'm sorry, Marty. This is tradition here. And peace to the chat.
We get with y'all.
Yeah, we'll talk to y'all in a little bit. Don't worry about it.
Shout out to y'all though.
Facts without y'all. Anyway, Marty, what's your pro wrestling story? You like a pro wrestling fan? Like,
I am. I've been a wrestling fan since I was a little girl. My grandma was a wrestling fan. There should be like a connection. Somebody needs to write a connection between like Southern grandmothers and their love for soap operas.
Yes. Yeah.
And how that translates into their love for wrestling. Because pretty much it's a soap opera, with men in draws, pretty much. So
facts.
She was a WCW. Like, she did not believe WWF until she saw The Rock, and that was pretty much it. But no, I've been a wrestling girl since like I'm talking like NWO, Filthy Animals, all that. So
wait,
because we can't speed by like there's a connection. The Black grandmother specifically,
fact.
Right?
She was I'm in North Carolina, so she was
okay.
Her country, so anywhere Ric Flair was, my grandma was.
Going to the shows or just watching on TV?
She would go. I think she went to the shows when she was younger, like when just like the smaller ones. But watching on TV was a big thing, like Nitro, Saturday night. When they had like, she would never do the pay-per-views though. She wasn't going that far. She said, "I'm not giving them my money." No. But and then when a WWF popped up, she was good. So this was for her. This article she would have been proud.
So we talk about rapper wrestler equivalents, right? Who is the Victor Newman of pro wrestling?
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh.
Victor Newman like kept coming like Vic's still on TV. My pop still watch the stories.
You know what? Oh my gosh. Okay, look. I would say it might be I don't want to. Okay, do they have to still be an active wrestler?
Nah, shit. This is your answer. I don't.
Yeah, that's your answer.
I'm gonna give it to Triple H. Just because of how well Triple H has been able to assimilate into every storyline, every era, and even now outside of the ring.
Yeah,
where it's like he's doing this great job with highlighting more wrestlers of color or like breaking in newer talent. You could tell that they finally have someone in charge who actually was in the ring themselves, so they know how to like incorporate talent correctly. You see him sitting behind his mother-in-law somewhere today talking about we'll have to dissect African American, studies classes and stuff, and he back there about choking on the water because you literally just ran you're running Black History Month stuff for every wrestler now, like
right.
So
right,
yeah, we'll give it to Triple H because like no matter heel or face, you always have some sort of respect for him somehow, some way, somewhere in there.
Facts. Marty, this is math. This is Marty.
Hi.
I'm sorry, Marty. My son was down here fucking up my setup, so it's shit all over the place. Look, my mic broke.
Broke.
Oh, so we established at the beginning of the interview that Marty doesn't like cuss words. So
we're playing.
That's not true. That's not
oh,
true.
My bad. Shit.
You are
off the screen.
A to the OK. So you went WCW. It was The Rock that got you to watching WWF?
No, it was Rock. It was The Rock that got my grandma
into it.
Yeah, I was already into it because they had like younger wrestlers and it just seemed different. They actually had like, I guess, pieces of like mainstream culture at the time. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll get into this. But no, when she saw The Rock, I think that was her jump to where she believed it. Because when they did like the buyout or when they were about to like, she's I'm just not watching it. I'm like,
she said, damn that.
I was like, well, there's somebody new. You should see them.
That's not my stories. That's not my story.
No, it's not. No, I'm not going from God and Light to General Hospital. No, thank you. I'm not doing that.
Now,
go. What's the first memory of you seeing something that resembles yourself on a pro wrestling program?
Oh, it was definitely Jackie. It was definitely Jackie. It was
without shoes.
It was definitely Jackie. And I told her that when I got to talk to her. I'm like,
I was gonna say,
see, and then like from her, it kind of went into like I remember what's him Khan. I remember her on there for a while and then it was just kind of like it went lull for a little bit and then it kind of picked back up. But no, it was definitely Jackie, especially where they actually gave her a place in a story. She wasn't just a valet. She wasn't just like there. But definitely was Miss Jackie.
Well, I've been going through, in preparing to talk to you today. I was scrolling through your portfolio site and your Instagram, and I mean, it took me back because you be on your grind. You be on that media junkie grind. You probably sit in that chair more often than people don't realize, just waiting to talk to people for 4 or 5 minutes. I know that life.
A lot of voices, and so yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So I don't want to say that like I can't imagine somebody. I imagine you probably still like, oh, I gotta talk to somebody, but like in the way you talk about Jackie, Miss Jacqueline, was it different talking to her for the article for Essence?
Oh yeah. Crazy enough, it's certain things that still get me. Like Miss Jackie, I'm not gonna lie. I cried when I finished all 4 of those interviews because one did something to me because my grandmother, but then also just because like that's something that's been connected to me since I was a little girl. So to actually be able to go back to that and see that it meant so much to people, and like for it to be one, it was my first print article for Essence, and I've had to order them because like every Barnes & Noble I go to, they're gone now, and maybe that's because of Shakari, which shout out to her, but I'm gonna they see me too. So, but and I wasn't expecting it to be a print article. I thought it was just gonna be another digital article. So I cried after each one of those, especially talking to like Bianca and Mercedes when we kind of rehashed like their WrestleMania match, and then talking to Jade and kind of on a personal level because she's my soror. So like I understood like just that connection with her. And then of course Miss Jackie was my last one. And just going and remembering like she was the one I used to watch with my grandmother. So no, those were definitely ones that kind of touched my heart. And it's been a couple of other ones like this weekend. Last week I was in Jamaica for Reggae month and finally got to interview Sprague Benz. And I just remember watching Shadas as a little girl. Don't know why I was sitting watching Shadas. But yeah, it just like certain things like you would, and I've talked to some great, really cool people, but it's certain things I guess that like just touched me as an individual. So yeah, those 4 were definitely it.
You outside like that.
Yeah, Shada's got me though. The Marleys got me. So like,
you outside because you was in Indianapolis for the Rumble, right?
I was. That was okay. So I'll say
because he was there too. He was there too. In the
I ain't seen you.
I was there with Visit Indianapolis. So I'm a travel writer by trade, pretty much. Okay. So like travel and culture and stuff like that and lifestyle. But so Visit Indianapolis had actually invited me there. So I was with them and their stuff. I didn't really get to do any of the press junkets because I was in Vegas like the week before. They literally got me there the night before the Rumble. Like I flew in at like 1:00 in the morning. So I didn't get to do any of the press junket stuff, which my heart hurts for that. But just seeing that live, that's why I was like, there's no way the emotion behind like Jay Uso seeing like 70,000 plus people screaming your name, you gotta cry. Like I'm crying with Miss Jackie just on the phone, so you gotta cry when you finally realize like your dream in front of those people. And I think that's the emotion people take away from wrestling when they say, "Oh, it's fake." It's fake. I'm like, "Yo, okay, we know that part," but it's something about like there's no difference between Jay feeling that to where you could say diminish that versus like what Jalen felt, Sunday, as far as like that's his, those are his things. So you can't take that away from somebody because that's something they worked all their life for, and his has been different because it's been in front of a camera the whole time. Jalen doesn't have to do media if he doesn't want to. If he wasn't who he was, he wouldn't do media and he would still get a ring if he was on that team, So Jay is very much I kind of look at them like while people might not appreciate them the same way, you can't take someone's win away from them. And seeing that live was wild. For real.
The theme that keeps coming up in like a lot of stuff we talk about, right, is, finding your tribe, tribalism and all that, right? And not the bad part of it, but the positive part of tribalism is always finding the people that you can kind of have a similar reaction to. Shout out to the ladies from Lip Gloss and Ladders. I got a chance we went over to their party and kind of sat in a party with black people and watched Royal Rumble. Outside of grandma, right? Did you have friends younger that you was like, yo, did you see last night when the nigga jumped off the what you call?
Not real. Okay, I'll tell you, growing up, my family was in and out of it. Like my mom might watch it with me. They were big Attitude Era people for some reason. And after that kind of lost its luster, but it was still, I would be watching it. Because I've always been a sports girl. So it was like wrestling and basketball and so because that was just in our family. But I wore a Stone Cold Steve Austin t-shirt to like middle school one day. And like one of the guys was like, "You watch wrestling?" And we talked about it, but after then it just wasn't cool anymore. So I really didn't talk about it to anybody. But I want to say as I got older, I just didn't care because people would call me and they would hear it on the background and stuff like that. And then like working in media, because I did PR for like 13 years. And working in media and PR, I saw Black women in these spaces, like representing people. And again, I didn't care if anyone knew I watched it, but it wasn't something I went on the first date with and be like, so who was your favorite, like Royal Rumble winner? Nothing like that. But I talked about it. I never hear from it. But no, I think since putting out this article, honestly, I found that more and more, especially like my age, where I say we grew up on this. Like we've kind of even when it's cool anymore.
Women? We're talking about women? Okay.
Yeah. There's two young ladies, their name escapes me right there, but they have a podcast like the Black Rasslin Girls. Their podcast is
Those Wrestling Girls.
Really dope. I believe all theirs. And there's a lady that followed me. I think her name is Stephanie.
Steph Hardy.
Hardy. Yeah, shout out Queen
all
Steph.
The homies. These are all the homies.
Yeah,
Facts,
and seeing them, and I'm like, oh, so there are my people. But even like my cousins now, when they saw the article, they were like, who would have known? Grandma hiding a remote from us and making us watch that. I'm like,
you sound like us. No, you sound like us. It's kind of it's funny how that's but it's also interesting because a lot of like. I want to say when we kind of started getting together in pod and however many moons ago, it was pockets of pods like similar spaces, black, hip hop culture, whatever you want to call it. And I think by the time like the pandemic hit, it was a rush of even more content creators coming in. So you coming in now at the top of 2025 and kind of being, but it's all that stuff is already set up. Like there are so many ill Black women in particular who are doing all types of stuff out there. Those wrestling girls, I mean, they're some of the ones that are really like kind of moving.
Yeah, they've been. I think I got hip to them like when I was still doing PR, because one of the young ladies who was on the podcast, she was a writer for Complex, and she covered one of my clients at the time. And then like we followed and we were talking, I saw that she was into wrestling, and we would talk about it like in the DMs and stuff like that, but it never went to any further. But no, I don't think I ever hit it. It's just like you said, I never had anyone really to like fan out about with it for real. So it was just me on Friday nights watching SmackDown.
Damn you. What's your watch? What do you watch? Are you watching Raw, SmackDown? You watching AEW? Like
yeah. So I'll be honest. I'll probably within like the last year or so have gotten into the other promotions as far as like the AEWs and things like that, NXTs. But yeah, it's been a minute. I was the person that was happy they finally went to like Netflix and Hulu streaming and all that stuff, because I'm not good with keeping up with like showtimes. So I need that afterwards. But yeah, like I said, I travel a lot for work. So that's usually when I finally get to that hotel, it's going on. I'm watching maybe a month back and going up. So no, I'm an avid watcher, but I have gotten into the other promotions, but I actually like them because they remind me of like when the budget wasn't that big. I like that because when the budget's not that big, you get to do a lot more than what you do when you don't have as many sponsors, because you don't have a lot of people to answer to.
Right.
You talking about us?
Facts.
Yeah, when y'all start getting ESPN money, I'm not coming on here because y'all gonna have like suits and everything. No more
white women.
No.
What happened?
Hold,
wait a second, Marty. Brother man, tell me more about these white women.
He's stupid.
No more cussing.
No more cussing. That's the name of the episode right there. That's the name of the episode right there.
That's how y'all gonna let me know y'all got sponsored episode. No more cussing.
Yeah, right. Marty, legit question. You were talking about Jalen Hurts, his Super Bowl, and Jey Uso's Super Bowl. Right now, what would be your Super Bowl article or topic?
Oh, that's okay. I would say this. So, being raised in New Orleans before North Carolina, I just interviewed Manny Fresh for the Super Bowl, but I have a bigger article coming out with him for a print magazine, but in 2 months. So, and this is like a 3,000 word piece, but it's like him and all the hot boys and all that stuff. You a lie.
I need to see this.
So yeah, working on my draft now. So y'all kind of got too much information, but yeah, that's
wow, exclusive. No. Piggyback off of that. Again, looking at the list of people you've been talking to, I'm sitting there watching you talk to Shabuzi. Yeah, it's like outside of wrestling, that like you got any favorite people or favorite interviews that you've gotten over the years?
Yeah,
that almost brought you to tears.
Here he go.
That almost brought me to tears. Yeah. Oh, it's been I'm trying to remember. It's been a couple of them. Shabuzi was fun though, because he was so humble when he dropped that, like, oh yeah, it was 4 or 5. Because I thought, oh, you were on there twice. He was like, yeah, it could have been 3, 4, 5. I'm like, son, what are you talking about? He was good. He was great. Of course, Manny was awesome. Trying to walk myself. Okay, so this was one. It wasn't necessarily like a celebrity, but went to Auburn, New York, and a lot of people don't understand that is the chosen home place of Harriet Tubman. Like after she finished off the Underground Railroad, she retired in Auburn, New York, and like in the Cayuga County area, top. And so she has one or two living nieces, but 2 of them are by marriage, but one is a direct descendant. She actually still lives in the same. She lives beside the church where they buried, where Harriet's funeral was.
Wow.
And being able to spend a lot of time with her, like literally like go to a little bar, a club, talk to her and stuff like that. And this woman is in her 90s, older than her 90s, and then go to Harriet's home, and then the actual people don't know Harriet actually was an entrepreneur too. So she had a rest home for soldiers of color built on her land, and it's like pristine. You can look inside of it and it still has the furniture, everything like that. But touching that and knowing that was Harriet's home, and then speaking to her niece, that really did it. That like stuff like that. The celebrities are always dope. Like they're great when you get to actually talk to them on a personal level and kind of see that. But those things, like for me, especially with how like I write as a culture travel writer, I like people to walk away with stuff and kind of change your perspective. Like I tell people the coolest thing is see people arguing about my headlines online. I love it. Go for it. But stuff like that gets me because I know that possibly could affect somebody, you know, after that. You know, the celebrity's cool, the songs new, the movies new, the TV's new, TV shows new, but Harriet's legacy is going to be there for a minute. And especially now, trying to keep stuff like that alive, it means like the world to me.
That's that real history right there.
So the medium of like written word is interesting in 2025, right? Because everybody looks at headlines, like you say. Is there like a different energy you may put in a headline, and like how do you see people finding value in the written word in 2025?
Yeah, like I'll be honest with people, like I have it on my that little muckrake thing where like the internet kind of generates a portfolio for you. I don't cover politics, I don't cover religion, and I don't cover books because politics, we're not gonna agree. I guarantee, I don't care what your stance is. I will find a reason to argue with you. Religion, same thing. And then books, because one, I don't have the time to read the whole thing. And two, books are so personal to the person. I don't want to be the person to tell you it was trash and then I'll blow your whole career. So I don't want that. But what do I get in my inbox? What do I get in my inbox? Books written by politicians about religion.
That's that reverse SEO,
yeah. But I definitely do put for me, I could tell when something's going to resonate with me different. And I also can tell when something's going to resonate, one, with the outlet that I write for, because I write for several different ones. So I know this audience is different from that audience. This audience is different from that audience. And so I've kind of learned those tones. But as far as like the whole spread, I think smart people are seeking good written media now because they know that might be the last thing to where it gets censored sometimes. You know, the television media, you know, and no shot, because I have a lot of friends in that space. They do have no cussing. You can't cuss. You will not.
Right.
Me, I might not can cuss in an article, but subscribe to that Substack and the words will be there because they can't so much, you know, hinder that or, you know, or something like this. So I think when I've always been a person where like I feel like I have a responsibility to with you know my words. That's actually one of the reasons why I got out of PR, well, music PR, is because I felt like who I was working with, that didn't atone with what void I wanted to fill in those spaces. So working in media, I pretty much always choose stories, or I try to get stories to where I feel like they're filling a void. So even if it is speaking to a celebrity, like, yeah, we're going to speak about why you're here and this cool project you're working on, but how did we get here? Why is this important to you? What do you hope people walk away from it with? And stuff like that. So I think that's why written media is still important, especially Black written media is still important. It's like they're in the efforts to take away a lot of rights, and I hope people realize that and they aren't so focused on like, oh, the others. I'm like, yeah, it just means we next. Like, let them, they get them fucked way. So you're not special, you next. That's what it is. And so I hope people hold on to certain things and support, because you're going to want the news to come from somebody that can resonate with you versus someone who's just telling you, you know, their rhetoric. But So yeah, I think it has a space, and I hope people still appreciate it.
I can only echo. The one thing that's been frustrating me, and I think local media in particular has kind of been, there's been efforts to kind of gut that in numerous ways. I think over the pandemic, I don't know if I could go two hands and count like credible Black outlets in general, let alone like there's a lot of blogs, and no shot to nobody out there, but there's so many. There's such a if you cut off like 3 or 4 Black websites tomorrow, it would be such a void. It would be such a void.
Yeah.
So I can't do nothing. I wish there was more. I wish I had some money to really do, because no shade to nobody. There's more that could be done right now, and it's tough because it's I don't know who's going to be funding what really needs to be done right now. I don't want to go on a tangent. I'm sorry.
No, that's always a conversation.
Somebody call Byron Allen.
But the thing was, he was one of the ones that was gutting the weather people, because he owns the Weather Channel. So he said, "Oh, look, we're gonna take the local weather people out, and y'all can just watch the Weather Channel during that." And the people said, "No, I don't want Susie. I've been watching Susie do the weather for 40 years."
It's always a catch-22, or like it's double-edged sword, because you feel like where's the media that I can feel like I'm getting like truth from?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's something that resonates with me, but then it's like when you get connected to it, one, it gets snatched away, it gets changed, and you know that their hands are tied to an extent, because it's all a money game, ad game. But then also, so then it kind of leaves a person to where it's like, well, I just won't go look for anything. Like, I know so many people who are like, all they know are the social media blogs, because they don't go onto the internet anymore. Like, they don't log on to www.whatever anymore. So I was telling people with the little TikTok thing, I'm like, if by this time, if you are a TikTok creator, you made all this money, if you haven't found a way to like move those people to an email list, or move those people to something to where they can continue to access you on something that you own, you missed the point of social media. You missed the point of what you were supposed to do. You never put all your eggs in baskets into something that you don't own.
Right.
And a lot of them, that's why they were panicking. I'm like, well, I mean, not going to tell you what my price is, but if you want it, I'll
if y'all been thinking about this a year or two ago, you could have been figuring this out.
We could do a rush price now, since you're scrambling. But yeah, they should have done that years ago.
Big facts.
Hey, cuz, get the PayPal money.
Get the PayPal money.
We're gonna say, don't worry.
We gotta figure it out. No, that's crazy. That's actually funny. North Carolina. I wanted to ask. You said you've been checking out some of the other promotions, not WWE, AEW. Are you up on Ashe Wrestling?
I am.
Nice.
I have not been able to go to a show. So I got put onto them. Another outlet I write for, Black Wall Street Times. One of our journalists there, Ezekiel, he actually interviewed them and went to a couple. And I read it because, of course, just seeing like a wrestling, but then it was like all Black. And I went to the website and perused, and like I fell in love with it, just like the thought of it, just we're doing. But no, I have not got to go to something live. I want to reach out to them and do something, with them or anything like that. But no, I think it's amazing. I really, really do. And I love it because it's so unapologetically Black. And it's
That's what they do. I'm
like, just do it. But no, it's an amazing promotion, for real.
You said how much that's gonna run us?
You wildin'. Shout out Steph Hardy in the chat. Peace to Steph Hardy, for real.
Don't worry.
Famous fam. Marty, we gotta get to the show.
Hold on, Marty. Hold on, Kat. Hold on. I got one question. This is the one question that I ask everybody. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, of course. My fault.
North Carolina is the place. You said, Cal?
Yes.
Marty, North Carolina is the place. Can you give us one place that if you are in North Carolina, you have to visit to get a good plate? Doesn't matter what.
Yeah.
I'm in Charlotte, which is like the city of North Carolina.
That's where we was at.
And I will say this, Charlotte has erased all of their history. Charlotte is so shiny, brand new, and chrome.
Oh no.
All the culture here. But we do have some really good, especially good Black-owned restaurants. Like I think we had like 3 or 4 James Beard like people in Charlotte alone. So I would say Mertz is one that's a good soul food. It's been here for years.
What can you get from there?
They do soul food. They do everything.
What do you get from there?
Oh, what do I get? Oh, what did I get last time I went? I got greens. I want to say baked chicken. Crazy enough, I'm not a fried chicken person. Relax. But and yams, and then freshwater. Freshwater is a New Orleans restaurant. Is a Creole restaurant. Really good. They're the only people I trust with like they crawfish etouffee.
Okay.
And I judge.
Don't worry, we're there.
I judge a lot. But no, we have a good, and then we have a big like like the STKs and State 48s and all that. We got a lot of those or something. A lot of those down here. We have a really good Mexican restaurants. We got one that's like amazing. Like literally, yeah, we have a lot of good Mexican restaurants. One like the Lombi, it used to be nothing, and then social media got a hold to it. She's done went and put an extra balcony on the back. I said, okay, Maria girl, I see you. She's bump. I said, okay, but like keep the margaritas at $5.
I had no idea.
The overhead is up, but keep them at $5. But no, we have a good as like where you can say like, oh, like how like South Carolina, their claim to fame, especially low country South Carolina, you're gonna get seafood. Like Charleston area, you're gonna get seafood, you're gonna get authentic like Geechee food, Gullah food, everything like that.
Boiled peanuts. Boiled peanuts.
Boiled peanuts is North Carolina.
Oh, that North Carolina?
Yeah, boiled peanuts is North Carolina racing. Because NASCAR is North Carolina. Damn.
Oh.
North Carolina owns NASCAR. Like that's where everything.
Did not know.
Shout out.
The Flairs and the Anharts next.
That was all down there. Damn.
Did not know. I had no idea.
I had the racing, and at some point y'all had the wrestling for a little. Like I mean, that's
shout out Ricky Steamboat.
Facts. Shit, shut up.
Oh yeah, he is here. I watched his biography one day. I was like, Ricky was a wild boy out here in these streets. they like to sell him as like Tom Zen. No, Ricky.
Don't throw that man out there like that. Don't do that.
I was gonna say on that note.
We don't know who.
Ricky was out here doing the things. I was like, Tom, what you was wax on, wax off. No.
Put your ones up in the chat, goddamn. Put your ones up for the GOAT. Put your ones up for the GOAT, Ricky Steamboat.
That's the original Steve, for real. Because Ricky was in the streets. I did not know that. I was like, oh, the hearts of Charlotte.
This was in the AEW biography. I mean,
yeah. I want to say it was like I watched parts of it on YouTube. It was like a scroll. I want to say it was his A&E biography, but I thought Ricky was a Karate Kid. I know Ricky was out here.
Yes.
I knew everybody else was kind of like on the thing, but no, I did not know Steamboat was.
I didn't realize. I genuinely realized.
I was dragging because I've always like he was kind of like before me, so I'm like, okay, he seems so zen and relaxed. Very much like I said, wax on, wax off. Since that, no, Ricky was raising hell in these streets. Him and Flair was running around Charlotte like kid and play.
Twice on Sundays. Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Like,
hey, sweetheart, you ever see me go 1 hour Broadway?
And still out here signing autographs. I'm like, Ricky, home, child.
You gotta do what. Hey, I don't know. No, I don't know. Marty, thank you. That was amazing. So much. But before you get out of here, let the people know where they can find you specifically. Whatever links you want to throw out to them.
Yeah. So, like on Twitter, I'm Bowser No Mario, and that's my only fun social handle. Everything else is Marty Bowser because I need the white people to find me for a check.
I understand. 100%.
That exact part.
There you go.
Yeah, right there.
Go in the chat. Go follow her. Go, no more cussing. No, you go follow Marty. bring her into the community even more. Embrace her. Because that's what it is. We all got to sit together. Marty, thank you.
Yes.
Don't be a stranger. We gonna be contacting you.
Please. I'm working on something with somebody that I left out of that article that broke my heart.
Okay.
And I think y'all know who I'm talking about.
Okay. Something about Orlando? Something about Orlando?
She's an Illuminous person.
Okay.
And
I'm with it.
Her there just because it's you know how editorial space goes, but working on something that I would love to when it is out, I'll let y'all know. But
please do.
That broke my heart, but now it's put back together as of today. So
there you go.
That's what's happening. Keep killing.
Facts. Thank you very much. We'll talk to you soon. Peace. Oh man, no.
No, get his ass off.
You're what? Shouts out to Marty. Marty.
Wax on, wax off.
Wax on, wax off is crazy.
Wax on. Is the name of the episode you say?
That let me put that. There was no more cussing. No more cussing is funny to me, but wax on, wax off is hilarious. We got Marty information because we got Marty information. We got Marty information. Don't worry. We may need to figure something out. Happy birthday, Chris Bay.
Hip hop. Oh
man.
Chris Bay gave us the gift today. I wasn't expecting it. I now mind you, Matt threw the link up in the chat. And I didn't see it. I just happened to hit the timeline and saw this man on 2 feet walking.
Yeah.
Cal, legit. Yes. We haven't seen Chris Bay. Pardon me, and I don't mean to
keep going. No, go on.
But we haven't seen Chris Bay in months, right?
Facts.
And everything that was coming out from the TNA camp, this TNA side of town, it was, I don't want to say grim or bleak,
right?
But it didn't sound great.
Facts.
But I'm an optimist, right? So I never listened to what it didn't sound good, but I always had hope for.
Facts.
And when I was scrolling the timeline and I saw Chris, I was like, oh shit.
Crazy.
And then seeing him, because I just saw a post.
Right.
Like, oh, and then when I seen him walking, I said, look at God.
Look at God. Look at the God. Shout peace to Chris Bay. Matter of fact, let's give the good brother a round of applause. I'm not gonna go through the three the long notes. I mean, if you love Chris Bay, you need to go over there and read his words. But let know that it was rough. It was rough for the brother, and to see him doing this right now,
it's crazy. That's a good feeling. That's a good feeling.
The way I was smiling, the way I was so happy.
We just talking about seeing him healthy.
Moving. Like
let's just say moving.
Because you didn't, again, like you were saying, them reports were sounding like what they were sounding like, and you never know what the outcome's going to be. Just so to see the brother able to get up and do this,
it was
because you hear about folks that get into situations like this and they go quiet, right?
Facts.
And sometimes that's just them working, but sometimes it's reason to worry. So it was good to just hear from them in general.
Facts.
And then also hear the news and then seeing bro walk. You know what I'm saying?
That's great. And then on his birthday, which made it even better. And I don't want to make it sound like it's better, like it's about me, but it made me, it made me feel amazing. I ain't gonna lie.
It made me feel great.
Now I'm like, yo, I feel good.
It's just good to see, especially when when things be rough in the world, and then to be able to go in the timeline and see the brother see the brother striving and getting stronger and moving. It's a beautiful thing. Shout out Chris Bay for real.
Yeah.
You know what it is. You already know what it is. Did we want to talk? It's Thursday. Did we want to talk Super Bowl? Did we want to talk Super Bowl halftime? Is it too late?
I mean, we can. I'm with it.
What? I talked to my mom.
Shout out to Mama Cal Mal
Monday, and she echoed what a lot of people have echoed, where she was like, "It wasn't for me. I wasn't really feeling it."
All right.
Which I understand. And
please, people of the internet, new smart people, right? Please, new smart people.
Yes.
It is okay. Now, if they was like, I didn't like that nigga music, okay. Them people is trash.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah. Now, you fake new niggas, you new smart niggas, because you seen 2 new rock stars videos who also actually did a breakdown of the Kendrick performance.
Everybody getting their money.
They got a breakdown.
Yes.
Go on YouTube. Everybody has been getting.
I try not to.
That's smart.
I ain't gonna lie.
Except for our shit. Don't listen to him talking about
sure.
shit. Please like, comment, subscribe.
Subscribe.
It is okay for someone who just came for the goddamn cornbread and chili at the party to be like, I wasn't here for all that. I wasn't here for the Easter eggs. I wasn't here for the hidden meanings. I didn't. That is okay. Stop attacking. First of all, stop attacking other black people. Y'all look great. Stop it.
Yeah.
But also, it's okay if they, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
That's factual tragedy. Well, I think it's what people expect, right? I think that's been the thing, right? Everybody that I don't know if I don't know what Lil Wayne's halftime show would have looked like, but I think
I could tell you.
I could tell
ass.
you. I could tell you. But I think the thing is
like
that the people are thinking in that 12, 13 minutes, he's going to do 3 or 4 songs that I can sing along with and love. You know what I mean? And not saying you couldn't do that with Kendrick. I
ain't no Wayne fan. I ain't no Wayne fan, but I also don't feel the need to slander Wayne.
Right.
I think.
Why? Because I said it was ass?
No, I feel like Wayne's show would have been way less heavy and important, but it would have been way more fun.
Wait. Did you enjoy anything about the Kendrick performance?
Oh yeah, it was dope. I thought. Now that's besides the point. I thought it was dope. I'm just asking. Yeah. I thought it was really good. And they had the greatest actor of all time in one of his greatest roles.
Uncle Sam.
That was Steven. They called him Uncle Sam, but that was Steven.
That was Steven.
If we're talking showmanship, you think that Wayne would have had a better like presentation
for the environment? Yes.
Really?
Yeah. It would have been fun. Like, I don't like Wayne, but if that nigga would talk about like a lollipop and all that, the people would be like, yeah, it's fun.
Well, and I guess the other thing too is
Monday morning nigga was like, what you didn't understand, my brother, is.
But I would also imagine that if Lil Wayne performed, he probably would bring Nicki and Blake.
I don't think, but that would have, it wouldn't have been a Wayne thing then.
It could have been Lil Wayne and friends. It could have been.
Yeah, but traditionally people bring the people.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of the time, even Maroon 5 was bringing out random people, and but also
really think
about the Dr. Dre. I mean, it's Dr. Dre, but Dr. Dre had Kendrick, He had Mary J. Blige. He had 50 Cent. He had Eminem. He had a slew of people come out and do all them damn songs.
But
That's what
I feel like Dr. Dre brought people who were equal to Dre and maybe a rung underneath Dre. When you would have said that Wayne would have bought, I think the people that Wayne would have bought would have outshined him if it wasn't the Hot Boys.
I think you're right, but I think, again, like to the point of the people who were saying they were disappointed or they weren't feeling they would have wanted those big hits. And I think for a 12, 13-minute set, and people are going to want, I mean, there's a reason why Serena Williams is out there. There's a reason why Samuel Jackson's out there. Like, it's like the Rumble. You got to bring out cameos. You got to bring out surprises. It's in how you present it. And I think Wayne definitely wouldn't have done the game, the Great American Game, and had this whole contextual
microphone thing.
But again, Wayne also probably wouldn't have written an EP's worth of disses about the dude. The thing is, and because the one thing that sticks out to me, and they keep talking about it, the one stat that they say is once Trump left the football game, the Chiefs finally scored a touchdown. They kept saying it was the first time that a president was like at the game, sitting at the game or whatever, and he was sitting there for at least through the halftime. I don't know if he was asleep or whatnot, but Kendrick Lamar, again, knowing what we know about him, he's a thinker. Shit is layered, you know. He's got to diss Drake. Like, he made a set where it was musical theater to getting to the moment where the whole crowd, I guess, finally woke up so they could say A minor based off the videos and the way it sounded from the TV.
Well, do remember the song specifically, right? And this might be my favorite, quote unquote. I'm sick of the words Easter egg, right?
I hate you like I'm young.
No. So the funny part is the song that set or seemed to set Kendrick off into his 8-month tizzy is First Person Shooter. And the hook to that song is big as the what? Big as the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Layers.
And it led to this nigga doing the song at the Super Bowl. Like, listen, I don't and really shout out to I think gotta go back in. All right, so Miss Awesome Saucy asked,
I'm sorry.
Is it bad that people are trying to explain the symbolism? No. I don't mind explaining the symbolism, but stop attacking niggas because they was drinking beer and liquor and eating good food and was like, well, a lot of that kind of went over my head. No, you not woken. You were asleep.
Yeah.
You need to wake up. Like, I just feel like people were attacking people for not liking what they like, and I was like, yo, are you niggas wrestling fans? Like, it was just
facts. But I think the thing is, because you're right, that this is not just the football game to end off football games every year. This is one of the all eyes be on this TV at the game, whatever the case may be. Everybody wants to know what's going on with the Super Bowl. So I think it was the perfect storm for Kendrick Lamar to make a Kendrick Lamar like multi-layered statement, especially because it was on my brain the entire time. Going on tour. He going on tour right around the time of Mania. I want to say his tour starts around it, if not a little earlier. SZA was there. That feels like a transition in and out of their sets or whatever. The set was very much, I want to say it was five GNX songs plus Euphoria plus Not Like Us plus Bodies, the snippet that he was rapping when he was standing on the car and whatnot. Like, he's very much in the mode of this is the album that I'm going to be doing music from for the next 3-4 months. This was a preview. You want to, if you're a Kendrick Lamar fan and you watch this if you didn't have tickets, you're probably trying to figure out because it's probably going to be that times 10.
Imagine being a Kendrick Lamar fan and a wrestling fan. How you gonna do both? You got to sell a kidney. You got to sell a kidney. Niggas got garbage down the way. I don't even drink like that.
How many kidneys? How many kidneys do you need?
How many kidneys does a human need?
Hey, look, I ain't got a kidney, but I got a kid and part of a knee. I mean, what can we
part
do?
of a knee. What can we do? What can we do?
I thought it was gonna be my jam and shit with what's my man name and shit? Smoking on your top 5.
Smoking on top 5.
Yeah, I thought
smoking on top 5.
Wait,
so fire.
That's Baby Keem, right?
Yeah.
That's his cousin, right? I believe.
Yeah.
Man, I was.
All right.
Right now, where the hoes at?
Where at? Shouts out Viz. Shouts out to Sam. Peace to the Bulls in the China Shop. Patreon.com/Black Rasslin. The newest episode of the Bulls. If y'all didn't see the clip where Math was trying to figure out where the Beach Boys album, y'all can get the Beach Boys album. He said, "This for the Beach Boys."
Hey, y'all got the directions to Kokomo?
Hey, yo, we have to find out a way to get that on the free side, at least one episode of the Bulls. It don't got to be that one, but it got to be a way to get that free for a day or so people can see what's going on.
It's too much debauchery. It got to be.
It's that copyright. It paid 11 for a pay. There's a clip on the YouTube. But what I was gonna say was this time, after we recorded the show last week, I was online. I was a little lit, and I had stuff to do, so I was kind of up. But facts. But I had seen, speaking of Lil Wayne, I'd seen that Wayne had announced that he's dropping an album in June, and he was on the Jello, the tweaker. That's where he's on the remix of that. That dropped last Thursday.
Of course, this is your opinion, Corey. Of course, this is.
Here he go. Yeah, he going both. I'm be at both of them right now. Are you going to? Hey, Corey, are you going to 3 wrestling shows this weekend? Just tell the truth. Are you going to 3 wrestling shows this weekend? Shit, we will have to talk about that too today. Because DC is alive with the sounds of wrestling this weekend. Had y'all seen that the track list had leaked? Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl set list had leaked. What's your name did it, didn't he?
I've seen it, but I didn't see it.
Last Thursday, I saw somebody laughing in an Academics TV tweet. They had the laugh emoji, and they had a link right there. I clicked the link, and the link said it was a screen grab of a violation. It said this video, blah blah blah. Universal Music Group said take this shit down, and it was a video. I said a video, so I did the inevitable and clicked on the Academics TV link, and they had a whole Apple Notes set list. Every song that it looked scripted. Like being a lifelong pro wrestling fan, I said, "Am I being worked right now?"
It's a work.
But what I did was I made sure I grabbed it off the internet because the inevitable happened. When I went looking for the tweet 3-4 days later, the tweet was gone. So I was glad I saved it. The only stuff that wasn't on the set list was Samuel Jackson. Like they had every song in order. They had a thing talking about teasing the Not Like Us and then going into other sections, the scissor coming out. Like they had it all scripted out. They just didn't have the Sam Jack and something like, the real specifics about everything. But I don't know. Again, seeing how Kendrick's operated in the last year and change, I don't know if I would have expected him to do a show where he would have just done whatever anybody considers the 12 or 13 minutes of Kendrick Lamar hits. Is that swimming pools? Is that money trees? Like Mad City? Like what are people? What were people? Because he did all right with Dr. Dre.
For me, I know the set list that I wanted to hear is a set list that niggas nobody wanted to hear but me. But that's how I listen to music.
And the rest of the niggas dissecting the Super.
That's a fact. I'm like, yo, first he played. See, what he did was he came out with rigor mortis because Drake was dead. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened. And then, right? Then he was like, he did the joint with MC8. Right, because he was shooting shots at Drake. He was like, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
They would have done that. Yes, they would have done that. They would have talked.
Yes. Listen, I love Scare the Hoes music. Love it.
Why not?
These hoes out of here.
Why not Scare
I'm
the
listening
Hoes?
to my music right now.
I'm bricked up.
Right now.
Shut up. I'm bricked up and scared the hoes. That's crazy. The wrestling.
That sounds like a terrible
It's
catch-22.
a terrible catch-22. Martie Wrestling Podcast asks, how did you guys feel about the game itself? That was the one football game I watch a year. I laughed at the first half. The fact that nobody scored and the Eagles every time Patrick Mahomes went to do anything said, "Oh, get him! I got him. Don't worry, I got him this time."
Yo, there was one particular. It might have been one of the best defensive stands I've ever seen in my life.
They went
3 plays consecutively was sack, pick 6. I was like, oh yeah, this ain't it. Then you seen, I seen one joint. They broke down a play. They showed Kelsey. Niggas was popping off the line. Everybody they froze. There was a freeze frame like right as the ball was being hyped. And the guards, and the tackles, that nigga Kelsey was still down on 3, like.
I love it.
Shit, real.
Corey said the game was amazing. Next question. I understand that.
Yeah, y'all gonna be at the parade eating doo-doo again. I know.
Wait, Corey, you gonna be at the parade?
Yes. Down in the front row. Talking about I knew the Fresh Prince when he wasn't so fresh.
I knew the fresh.
I knew Schoolie D. When what we do, I was doing it when they was doing it, and I knew it was wrong too.
I just want to know where all this fight.
I had dreams and
Was that in
nightmares.
this chat?
I don't know what's going on. Antoine, that was a real GNX. They gutted it, from what I understand.
Oh, the Grand National, yeah. That
was a real GNX, from what I understand.
I was like, did they just got Kendrick? Because they were still talking. It was Kurt Menefee, and Kendrick was climbing on the back. It was like, is that Kendrick actually in the car? Like, they ain't going. They just showing everything, ain't it? Just
Peace to Vader. No, I'm with it.
Ooh.
I'm with it. Shit. Peace to Vader. Peace to Brother Fam. Brother Fam been moving this week. I don't know if y'all been seeing it, but this Sunday is facts. This Sunday is the Fight Club Be the Negro League show. They got a whole tournament, 16 tournament. Brother Fam said, "Hey, I'm gonna interview all of them." And all the interviews.
with me?
Then he said, "Hey, not only I'm gonna interview all of the teams, I'm gonna interview Andino and your current Pan African World Diaspora champion Suge D." The Suge D interview dropped Wednesday night. The Andino interview gonna drop Friday dinner time-ish before SmackDown.
Yeah, pre-SmackDown.
But shout out to Brother Fan. Fan been working.
Man, shout out to Fight for always having a cool environment to watch pro wrestling. It feels very comfortable. It feels very familiar. And
they got good drink.
Royal. They got Crown Royal at the bar.
Word?
Yeah.
This bar situation.
And we off Monday.
We're
off Monday.
No, Monday.
Monday, my fault. Monday. We are off Monday. So if you haven't seen the Captain Americas, it may be a situation where like you may not be able to talk about Captain America till like Raw time.
I feel like I don't know if enough happened in Captain America where you got to be like super hush hush. I mean, it was a cool action movie, and they didn't try to do too much.
Did I need to see anything before that.
Not really.
I haven't seen a Marvel anything since
Thanos. What?
No.
Did you watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
Yeah.
Because this is yes.
Wait,
you good. The show. The Disney Plus show. Yeah.
Him.
They got a show.
Back before the Black Captain America was Black Captain America, he was Falcon. And
he had them big ass goggles.
Yeah, he had a TV show with
the Hancock goggles. That's 2 weeks in a row. Hancock references.
He had a TV show with the Winter Soldier. Like this was like 2021.
No, I ain't watched that.
Hey, Brother Vader, we back in action on the 22nd, by the way, FYI.
Back in action.
Yeah, we back in action.
The movie has some elements it also has elements from like one of the older, like it's low key related to one of the Hulk movies. I shouldn't say low key at all. It's related to like one of the last Hulk movies, but it ain't been a Hulk movie in
Well, hold on, the Hulk movie, the last Hulk movie. I thought the last Hulk movie didn't have anything to do with the other Hulk movies.
It's one of them Hulk movies because it's directly from it's.
No, but I did watch it. I did watch it.
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
I honestly, you could probably go into that movie kind of cold.
All right, bet. I won't see it, but okay.
Look at you, man.
We just had this whole conversation.
For nothing.
It's gonna be a long night.
That's all the Dudleys, Jazz, and Alicia Fox at MCW this weekend too.
Yeah, see, stack. God damn it.
That's crazy.
God damn it. Do you remember I called Secret? Here we go. We gonna have to talk Marvel once everybody done seen the Yami. Maybe next week. Hey, Miss Also, don't jump ahead. We gotta start the show. We really gotta start the show. Let me hit this damn.
Like an hour late.
Hey, we had company. We had company.
Right on time, baby.
Big facts.
For DDM.
Greetings, wrestling fans, and welcome to another action-packed card of All-Star Wrestling.
That's very funny, Miss Awesome Sauce. That's very funny. That's very funny.
Welcome back to the Black Rasslin Podcast. You've been rocking with us for an hour and 2 minutes, something around that. You not only do you know that Marty Bowser's pretty chill, and you should need to be start reading some more of her writing if you ain't been already, and you know that Fight Club got a whole tournament and a Pan African World Ass title match going on this Sunday. But clearly, and I mean this, God is still working on us. As always, it's your boy Cal. I ain't got no title. I got a Chris Bay t-shirt that is like a one of a couple. And I got my squad with me. Who you saw is on the line. Champ. Say what's good to the people, yo.
Hey guys.
That's what's up. Peekaboo.
This weekend, while you're sitting in the crib, missing football because it's over, right? And just a terrible set of people representing the NFL as champions. So just enjoy All-Star Weekend, and hopefully, the niggas in Philly don't eat too much doo-doo this weekend. Man,
oh my gosh,
y'all gotta stop eating doo-doo when y'all win.
Doo-doo sandwiches.
Yeah.
Brother, man.
Cal, we just want the finals to not look like a scrimmage.
Facts.
That's it. We just want the finals to not look like a scrimmage. My nigga, it ain't about the title, it's who you body to get it.
Facts.
Damon. At Math Damon. Shout out to Corey. They let him out. They let him out the stock room to watch the Super Bowl.
Probably put his clothes on. The man ain't had no clothes on since Sunday.
He sold all his extra items like the socks and the shoe cleaner. They let him off early on Sunday.
The Antoine asked a great question. He said, "When was the last time a title was on the line?" What was the pay-per-view before Survivor Series? The last two WWE pay-per-views have been occupied by special challenges against Lip Gloss and Ladder. So maybe Bad Blood. Whenever it may have been Bad Blood. We'll get back to it though.
We got cheated the last time, so you know.
What's it called? Funny. Facts. Elimination Chamber is up in a couple weeks, so I imagine that's likely. I'm not speaking for the champ, but that is the next WWE.
Oh shit! Who's Jack Tunney? Bring Jack Tunney and make his ass defend this motherfucker.
It's Yak Tunney.
Yak Tunney.
You know what I mean?
Am I Yak Tunney?
No, it would probably be like
back there. He's back there.
Or Rock, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got to figure out, but they got to be somebody. They have to be drinking. Yeah,
I keep telling you, y'all keep goddamn.
Damn.
Just so can I say this? Because I've talked. Actually, I talked very respectfully, but
yes, you have.
This season, you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. I've talked terrible people that represent. I wasn't talking. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, terrible people. The worst people wear green. The worst people.
Damn.
Terrible people.
Awful. Put one of those big hats.
No, I think the big hats stink inside. I know it.
They got to.
Them hats stink inside. Now, that makes sense.
Gorilla Buffoon is crazy. Yeah, Tony Brown is Yak Tunney. Does Tony Brown drink yak?
Yeah, probably.
I would assume.
He gotta be drinking yak. If he's gonna be Yak Tunney,
see,
he gotta be drinking yak.
I would assume it's cousin Jermaine.
That's actually a good cousin Jermaine is a great
the bad liquor drinker.
All right. I think it's time to get into some. I will say, I want to preface this by saying this is going to be an interesting episode of the show because it's like a bunch of random news and then like the road to WrestleMania is just chugging on. So just walk with us. I guess
Incredible Hulk and feces. This is crazy. A Diddy party. Keep going. I'm sorry. When
did word of releases start hitting? Was it?
It was Monday, right?
It was all Monday for WWE.
The releases I thought was last week.
I thought it was Sunday.
Was it Sunday or was it Friday? Feb 10.
It was last week.
Friday, February 7th, and then Saturday, February 8th. The full list of WWE releases. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Wait.
Sonya Deville's contract wasn't renewed.
Right.
Which was sad because I had seen a video of her talking up what the WWE's done and division and everything like that. Like, it was crazy to see that one of her last work duties was that interview right before she got, released, or they didn't decide to renew her contract. They also released Paul Ellering and the Authors of Pain, which is 3 of the 5 parts of Final Testament. So I guess it's just
this is for the second time.
So this is just gonna be Karrion Kross and Homegirl, Scarlett.
Yeah.
I think they just back to them. I think the Final Testament is
final.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's over.
Blair Davenport and Isla Dawn, who were part of, I guess, Unholy Union was a faction. I don't know if they were still doing shit.
I'm surprised that they're gone.
They Isla Dawn and Alba Fire, they had that tag run, and I mean they did it because they was overseas and they had that show. That was my thought, but
they got rid of both of them.
Nah, just Blair Davenport was the other girl. They Alba Fire is still there. I don't know what their plan is with her. Because when was the last time we saw her?
About a month ago.
In a tag match.
In a tag match, yeah.
Okay. Cedric Alexander, who we had been seeing fairly regularly on NXT, is probably the one name that I was really sad to see go. We'll get to him in a second because we need to talk about some of these people's futures, and he's an interesting case. Gallows and Anderson were let go again. For like the 55th time, Giovanni Vinci and Elektra Lopez. That rounds out, I believe, the list of WWE releases.
Soon as they put him under the Imperium, we knew what that was.
It was right and was on the Raw. It was. I will say, I mean, even with people who had been being used, there weren't really surprises. Like it wasn't something I was like, God damn, they were really vying for a title next week. That's just suddenly gone. But I believe they all have 90-day non-compete. So there's a number of them that have 90-day non-competes, at least, except for Sonya Deville. Or one of them. I don't know. Don't ask me. Don't quote me on that. One of them does not have a non-compete, but I think the majority of them do.
We can start with this one because I think there's something that folks aren't thinking about. Cause
where is he going?
Yeah, Joey. I guess that's a good question. Where Joey Savage says Cedric, we know where he's going, but
where is he going?
Where is that? I want to know what people think in the chat.
Because if
I also
go ahead, Kyle.
I also don't think. I mean, pro wrestling is never say never, so I don't think it's impossible. But
I'm gonna say this: if you want, what's the saying? Happy wife, happy life.
That's what they say.
Indeed.
That's what they say.
I don't foresee that happening. I mean, some people will step aside and say, you know what, that bag could get us to some places that we need to be, and put all that other shit to the side. But I do recall how Tony Khan spoke to Cedric Alexander's wife.
Thanks.
And I highly doubt that somebody I feel like they're like honorable individuals, and I don't feel like somebody with that kind of honor would go to the direction where somebody was talking like that to that.
But we also don't know if because conversations can fix a lot of stuff, and I'm talking about with all parties, not just calling homeboy. Like if they call her and was like, yo, my bad,
fault, dog. My fault.
XYZ. You know what I mean? Because the nigga that they was riding with, that nigga ain't in good standing over there either. So,
and it's probably again, people in the chat, something about we hurt people. I'm sorry. Like the immediate thought would be getting the band back together just as a syndicate and not as a business. What's the chicken like for that? I'm not saying Cedric would take it, but
again, like
you don't think it's happening at all.
I hold the grudge like a memory, so I'm never gonna. I'm never gonna put myself in that position because I would never, and I mean never. But
all in your life, when your significant other got beef, and it could be anybody beef, and I'm talking anybody, like we don't go to that store because that shorty at the cashier, she talked to me one way, and I ain't dealing with that shit. You may not go to the store that got the good heroes or whatever, the good cookies or whatever. If your significant other got a beef over there,
Cal, if you got a beef over there, I'm not going over there.
That's what I'm saying.
If you got a beef over there, I'm not going.
It depends on.
We known to this day when somebody got out of line with somebody in our family here,
right?
It's on. We stand on that square. So you mean to tell me you was talking fly to my wife? Are you kidding me?
Facts.
It's not. There's no. I'm different from Cuz. I'm different from Cal. Again, I hold that grudge like a memory. Some shit, a conversation ain't gonna fix. That handshake ain't gonna fix.
Look.
See, look.
But wait.
And this is my man.
Money, no money.
It's gonna be. We gonna have to have. It's gonna be a lot of conversing.
Because his daddy football, right? His daddy football. It could end up being a good amount of money for way less work. The grill, what?
Boy, that was the one time where we were politely like, look, we can't put y'all all out.
Asked us to leave.
They like,
they said, y'all ain't gotta leave, but
the thing was like, hey, y'all wouldn't even trip, but like, dad asked for the beach cruiser back.
They want to know if y'all could leave. Y'all ain't got to. Y'all ain't really gotta leave, but
they want to know
if y'all could. You're like, man, we was leaving anyway.
I got pictures of that day too. I got a couple pictures.
We all got pictures of that.
That was a good day.
On the beach cruiser? Could y'all leave, please? Could y'all leave, please?
You know I wouldn't even trip.
Hey, yo,
they just want to know.
Hey, yo, have you ever been somewhere, Cal, when it is all you can? It's bottomless drinks, and they say, "Yo, y'all drinks have bottomed." We ain't got no more drinks for y'all.
The rest of y'all good. You, and you.
Y'all gotta go.
Please leave.
There's a ground, Monty. There's a ground.
Shit be so disrespectful where, like, we was at a spot and it was bottomless mimosas. And as soon as they bought the champagne over, we gave it right back. They're like, yo, y'all niggas gotta leave. Y'all drinking all the brute.
You need to leave. Damn.
Oh the god dang.
You need to leave. So I guess we say all that to say Cedric may or may not be in AEW. Mav says he don't think he's doing it at all.
I don't think so.
I'm definitely more of a never say never person, but I think it's really like your cousin said. If Swole's cool with it,
yeah.
What's that check looking like?
Well, yeah, the check is gonna be the check, but I think more than anything, Tony and Cut and Earl gotta have a conversation. And if she feels okay with it, then she can be like, all right. But I think that's what it is.
If not, then I mean, because someone in chat said Impact for said
see, all right. This is the thing about Impact. I'm worried about is they let them niggas go. It's almost like when a football team will release a nigga and then re-sign him for less money. Like, is that? I feel like there are too many WWE affiliated places now. Anybody under ID is affiliated, especially if somebody leaves on bad terms. Like, I just saw that Odyssey Jones has a booking coming up, and it's like, is he persona non grata there? And if that's the case, can he work at all these other places? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I think the concept of all these places that they're in bed with is cool, but it's also a little dangerous.
Well, I don't know if it turns it into a monopoly, but it at a certain point, if it's WWE, Impact, Reality of Wrestling, shout out Banks, it being part of WWE ID, being part of NIL at a certain point, like there's so many different avenues. Just being somebody on the Impact roster, like Dominic Mysterio the other day in an interview was talking about going down to Impact and beating everybody up down there like he did NXT. They got Cora Jade down there. I think the way WWE is growing. I mean, when they say it's like the Attitude Era. I think it's really real. It's real, and I think you're seeing that with the way these. I hate calling them feeder systems, but like they're really building like a tree.
Yeah.
Of WWE. Shouts out WWE Vault. They put up the R-Truth WWE 24 episode from like 5 years ago, and he talked about when he signed with WWE and how he was in developmental, but developmental for them was you're on the indie circuit just going to all these spots that have like whatever affiliation. Like that's kind of it's that now, but it's more structured. It's like WWE's got their thumb on it a lot more now.
It's like it's their children.
It's interesting. I don't know where, but the thing is, outside of Cedric, I imagine like Gallows and Anderson, if they wanted to, they could go to New Japan or go shit anywhere they want to go.
Yeah, what's name has been filing for a couple of little copyrights. Carl Anderson. It looked like he's trying to move already.
I think he was injured, or he may be like dealing with an injury or something like that.
So he's like, "Nah, we don't need that injury time. Don't worry about it." All right, yo.
Yeah, I think it was something like that because they would normally tack it on, but I think they did say it was odd because he was injured and they let him go.
That's what he said.
That is what he said. That's
exactly what he said.
He was getting he said it like he was trying to get that over.
Yeah. I mean, we remembered it, so
we remember. Is Sonya Deville still going to be wrestling? Like, do you all see her on the indie circuit?
Ronda Rousey. I feel like Ronda Rousey derailed Sonya Deville's career.
Because Sonya was supposed to be that one.
Sonya Deville she came in as like a pit fighter, right?
Yeah.
And then they immediately put her face to face with Ronda Rousey. And this is someone who is a legit MMA.
We're going to get there.
Yeah, we're going to get there. Legit MMA fighter. And she destroys Sonya Deville.
Right.
Early. And
very, very early.
And she hasn't recovered from that. They put her in that role as like the commissioner's assistant or whatever role she was. I thought she killed in that role. I figured they were going to keep her in something similar to that. They didn't. They brought her back to the ring, and she never recovered from that. No, and I think that was foul to put her in that position, but
no, they messed it up. I think they really messed it. They messed up with her, but it's not like it's the first time that they messed up with somebody.
Hey, Mr. D, Patrick Clark is working in Maryland consistently.
Yeah, that nasty Patrick is
nasty Patrick is out here nastying it up.
He had that T-shirt. Folks didn't see that T-shirt where he said, "What's it?" He said guilty by association, and it was a bunch of pictures. It was literally just wrestlers who had mugshots.
OJ was on it.
If he's saying he was guilty because he was associated with OJ, I genuinely don't know what he's trying to say. Like whatever point that he's making, maybe I am what people are to the Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl in that situation because I don't know what I'm
EA Voss. EA Voss, if you could break down that shirt for us.
Facts. before we get to what people want to get to, we have to take a slight detour because by the time a lot of these WWE releases were going on, Monday hit, and people started realizing that there were wrestlers who weren't showing up on the AEW roster page. Ricky Starks was probably the first name that I saw.
I saw Alistair Black first.
Alistair Black. I may have been in a similar situation to a Sonya Deville, where his contract actually expired.
Yeah.
Not too long ago, which I think was I don't want to say it was an open secret, but like a lot of people knew that he wasn't that he probably wasn't going to renew and would maybe WWE bound. I think as of right now, he's still considered a free agent, unless something's changed in the last couple of hours.
That's one I was disappointed in what they did with him. I don't want to say they fumbled. I don't want to say they fumbled, but I thought because the House of Black was fire.
They were doing, and I mean they brought up Julia Hart and stuff. Like,
did you see what they did afterwards? Did you see them this week?
No, I saw them last week. I didn't see them this week. The Hounds of Hell. Was it the Hounds of Justice? What do they call?
They had a whole vignette, right, where they were like talking about forge a new path or whatever.
Yeah, and then they came and beat niggas up this week, I believe.
Shout out to them. I still like Brody King and Buddy Mercury.
Buddy Matthews.
Buddy Matthews.
Buddy Matthews definitely sounded like he work on cars up the hill across from church.
I feel what you were saying, Matt. When I was reading that Malachi Black, Alistair Black, he was there for 3.5 years. It felt like doing nothing. I mean, aside from like doing, dope entrances and random stuff with the House of Black, like, I mean, if you want to say they kind of wasted some of that day, I think there's a lot. He was injured too, but I think they weren't doing much with him. When he came back, it's not like they had like a concrete anything with him.
Is he going to come back with his eye fucked up?
It's a good question. I think
with the different kind of boots, the mismatched boots.
As long as Triple H is cool with it, because he was a Triple H guy, right? Like I think he.
I don't remember if he was a Triple H guy.
They were saying he in NXT he was.
Yeah, he was. That was the Triple H era NXT. Yeah, that was the Triple H dude. And, what show was Selena on? She just got moved, didn't she?
SmackDown.
Well, we wait till tomorrow night. We could see him tomorrow night.
We could see him tomorrow night. Miro.
I really like Alistair Black. My bad, Cal.
No. I think I think the thing is a lot of people like Alistair Black, and that's why I think a lot of people would echo you saying that maybe they didn't rise to the potential of what he could be. And the thought was that when he got let go from WWE, it was a Vince McMahon calling out a Triple H call. So Triple K guy, goddamn. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's back in the WWE. Alabaster Black finna come to SmackDown. Shout out downtown Tony Brown.
Yep.
Hey now,
downtown Tony Brown, aka the logo.
Facts, big facts. Salute to the guy. Miro is also no longer listed on the AllEliteWrestling.com roster page.
I knew that was gonna be bad 2 years ago when we seen him at the WrestleMania bar with a haircut. I said, "Oh, all right."
He's not wrestled since December 2023. I think we recently talked about this, but he I feel like I was reading that he may be better. There was a photo of him and Sheamus sharing it looked like they were both sharing a pint of Guinness. Sheamus's Twitter. So again, yeah, they was hey bro, don't be surprised if you see him. Don't be surprised. I feel like he may be another one of those.
I feel like it might be curtains for that though.
Miro?
No. I enjoyed Miro as well. I thought Miro was dope. Cuz always says, "Yo, Miro was fire when he didn't rock shoes." I agree with him.
As soon as he got that Mercer, boy,
I feel like
it affected his booking.
I feel like you know what? Let me take that back because they do have Jacob Fatu, and I specifically said I need to see Rusev versus Jacob Fatu. So I take everything I said back.
No,
The only problem with that is everybody standing in front of Jacob Fatu is a ham and cheese sandwich at this point.
Yeah. I think. But I think the thing.
But you can't come back. If you come back and you are immediately turn into a sandwich, you a bacon, egg, and cheese immediately.
But it don't.
You can be Carlito.
Hold on, but it doesn't matter who you turn into a sandwich for. Like Jacob Fatu right now is unstoppable.
Correct, but you can't come back and just be the fool. That's Ziggler.
I think the thing
This nigga, they gonna turn Miro into Thick Nemeth.
They're gonna turn. I mean, Miro and Shame is gonna be those guys for a while. Thick.
Yo, I don't like Thick Nemeth.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna write it down.
Don't put that down.
Thick, is that with 2 C's? Thick.
Ew.
Yo, Thick with 2 C's is crazy.
Ew.
But they're also in a situation. What was the one dude from what you call from the War Raiders? He be having they said NXT in a performance center. He be having big man class where like he's teaching the bigger dudes how to work in the ring like he does, which is dope. And I think Miro.
They say all they do in them classes is spit raps from Biggie and Rick Ross.
Facts. Little Italy. Yeah, that's all it is. That's really all it is. But he be doing cartwheels and whatnot in the ring, moonsaults.
They call me the Viking Raider.
I don't like this.
This is what happens when
I told him.
And DDM got split ends. It's not my fault.
Yeah, if that was here, he'd just be calling them queen.
If that was here, he'd be eating his Chinese, not realizing what's going on screen. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what would be happening.
Like oh, me?
Like I mentioned, Ricky Starks was probably the first to have his name taken off the AEW website. I want to say that was the one that made me like, oh shit, like it's really going down. But even then,
I didn't believe it.
Well, the thing is he had just won the Defy world title from Kenta at their 100 show, like just the other day.
Shit, like a day before.
I figured, but it's one of them things where it's like, oh, maybe this means he's going to be able to cook while they're not using him on AEW TV, and he'll still be able to be moving around and getting his work in. He gets let go, and my shit was like Ricky Free. But
that's the thing. So these weren't WWE type releases where we get a statement and they tell us what the situation is. All these niggas did was take their profiles off the website.
They removed pictures, but them journalists on them dirt sheets. Oh look, he's normally between Ray Phoenix and Ricochet is what I was reading.
Oh yo, they had this motherfucker. They removed him from the alumni section and left them on their tractor trailers. His picture's still on there.
Those are them raps is expensive.
I'm about to say them shit's rap for another couple seasons.
Sir, I just watched Tony Khan's daddy pull up to the Super Bowl in a $6 billion boat. You mean to tell me you can't buy a new tractor trailer?
Nope. Nah.
Is that Draco Knox? If that's his new name, I'm all right with it. I love that name.
He could be Ricky Starks, Draco Knox, whatever it is. You know who he is?
That's right. I'm a neighborhood legend.
That's all I'm worried about.
You know what I mean? That nigga was talking. He came in there talking crazy. Nigga said, just because my face is pretty and you smell this goddamn expensive fragrance. I was like, nigga, that's how I be at work. I be talking to my boss the same way, nigga.
You smell this shit, bitch.
Showing up. Because again, all this happened Monday. And then him just strolling out in the middle of NXT. I was on a train. BRP chat going ham. Ricky Starks on NXT. I said, for real? That's right. Now,
my man,
he was out there cutting promos. Like Fan was saying, you smell what I got on. The chick crowd chanting, Ricky.
It's like that CBS shit.
He said, obviously, you know who I am.
You ain't Draco.
Online, they said, he's here. There's been no reference to his name, even on the commentary. They've not said anything about his name. They're just like, oh my god, but although he did mention the absolute, I think in one, Jamie, he said the absolute is here, whatever.
Is here.
Is there a possibility that he's not Ricky Starks?
No. Yes, absolutely.
No.
Why you say
he owns it, so there's no copyright problem with it. He has no problem. He can use it wherever.
Son, it's too much cachet
in the Ricky
Why would
Starks
they be
name.
weird about it?
Are they being weird? Are they being weird, or
are we Kendrick Lamar in this?
Well, I was wondering if people were reading too much into it. Because like at a certain point, I don't want to say it's not letting the mystery be. It's like, it's clearly everybody knew who the hell he was. You know what I mean? It's not like he walked in and like, hey, this fucking guy just got a microphone. Like, they knew, they were chanting his name.
Yeah, I mean, wrestling bookers are smart.
Yeah. Maybe it's a moment where they just let the moment go. You don't have to give them too much.
It's the only time we've seen something like this, when Kenta came in and when Prince Devitt came in, because they came in with their names.
With their
and
names.
Then they took it like middle passes.
Yeah. Julia kept her name. And Julia was in the crowd.
So did
Ethan Page.
Ethan Page. Samoa Joe was the first to keep his name.
So let me ask y'all a question. Huh? How mad are you if they take it? If they change his name?
I'm not mad.
It's weird. I'm not mad.
It will. I think because the thing is, and again, shouts out to time. Shouts out to being able to be blessed to say, hey, I've been able to talk to my brothers about pro wrestling on the weekly for, a number of years. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been a long ass time. We've seen Ricky Starks go from the NWA, fire, to going to AEW and knowing that he's got this potential, not really able to be pushed, but knowing that at some point he probably should be rocking with WWE, and the trials and tribulations of that. I'm waiting for the day that he's walking around NXT. He may be leaving Ava's office, and the damn Rock is like, his name could be Freddie Franklin. I don't care. He gotta look at that nigga. He looked back and they do the yummy. Like, I'm waiting for those moments. I don't care. I know Sean Tragedy won't like it. If he's not Ricky Starks, Sean Tragedy. Sean Tragedy didn't want Ricky Starks in NXT.
Mm-hmm. So that's the thing. Rick owns it. Do they wanna barter with this nigga?
I personally, I think it makes more sense to keep him Ricky Starks. I understand the idea of wanting to own it, but I think that like with everybody else, I think that cachet is key.
Got that cachet, baby.
I think they would be really willing to play ball with Rick Starks because of how much they need him. And I think they need Ricky Starks.
Yeah.
Specifically in NXT. Specifically, he's at the top. Like, this nigga, mind you, this nigga, MJF, CM Punk, Edge. To be honest, the way I would talk to all these niggas when I got there, including Trick and Oba, I'm talking to them niggas crazy. Who are you?
You can't even shine my
Who you been with?
You punk ass bitch.
I've been with connected people.
Job ass.
You trout mouth heathen. Get the fuck off my alligator shoes, bitch.
Chain snatching.
Trout mouth. Job ass.
Yeah, you can't say the rest of that.
Yeah, I know. That's why I left it where it was.
Just let it hang.
Mama.
Pause. I'm sorry. But nah, Ricky Starks would be promo school. He would be promo school.
But also, who would you say are the top 4 main eventers without Ricky Starks in NXT right now?
Shit.
It's over. It's Trick.
Those are easy.
I'm gonna say Wesley.
Okay.
Because he's in between, and then you got Ethan Page.
I think there is a huge divide between
And then
the
it's
top
the rest.
2. But I think it's a huge divide between the first 2 names you mentioned and the second 2 names.
Yes.
And to be honest, all them niggas is looking up at Ricky Starks, especially promo-wise. If they do the right thing over there,
they're building a star.
And he should be there for a very long time.
He's not beating Obafemi.
What's a long time?
If they do what they're supposed to do with him, he shouldn't be.
Forever.
He shouldn't need to be. Because they're gonna turn the mics on, and I love Over.
Seahawk. Somebody called Seahawk.
Everybody's called Seahawk.
Fact.
Everybody ain't us. Get them on the hole.
By the way, it's above him now. We can actually. Never mind.
Yeah, just got to hit the homie. But I do think it is funny though.
It's above me now. Shout out to everybody calling that nigga up, yo.
Yeah, that shit is wild.
I like it.
Yo, could they do something with this? Could they do something on TV? Maybe a year or 2 down the road. But Cody and Jade and Ricky are friends for real. Could they do something on TV with them as some sort of thing? Oh my gosh, that's some sort of bad guy thing.
That's not called tampering anymore, is it?
Oh, I mean, shoot,
tampering.
He was at goddamn what's his name? But it's not illegal.
It's
not illegal. It's not illegal in a court of law. It's just it's illegal for leagues. Like it's against league rules. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like a SEC violation.
Shit, he connected the Undertaker too at a certain point. I think the question would just be, what's the framing? Like what would be the packaging with Ricky, Cody, CM Punk, and Jade Cargill, even if they're all heels? Like
not Punk though. Punk I don't think needs to be involved in that. But specifically like that friend group.
Yeah, I like because Cody. I know they're friends for real, and I know that Jade said her and Ricky hang out and shop and shit for real. I don't like. I could see. I don't know if I could really see Ricky and Jade, but Ricky and Jade, and then Cody. Like, what's that dynamic, and who's the leader? Because I feel like Cody would be more like how he was with Jey Uso. You know what I mean? Like, oh, y'all smoke blunts? Yeah, pass me that reefer. Yeah, like, you know what I mean?
It shouldn't. I don't think it should be cool though. I don't think it should be cool at all.
No, he can't. But that's what I'm saying. I don't see him being cool. I don't want to be disrespectful, but I feel like he'd be trying to chase them, like trying to, and at this point he's the leader. So I don't understand the dynamic in that trio on TV anyway. Ricky's already on Netflix in Canada. Is that AEW?
Nah, that's NXT.
What are you on, Degrassi?
I don't know what he smoked.
I don't know. That was matter of fact. I guess that deserves a round of applause for real. I like that. Gosh. So yeah, that was a combination of releases that kind of lead into this Saturday.
Saturday.
It's a big ass wrestling Saturday. I don't know if if that's going to be the final headline, but
it's because you ain't doing no wrestling this week.
I don't think so. I'm in fucking Virginia.
That's right, because y'all mean it's down in the land for real this weekend.
Yeah, it's in the land. I was gonna get me tickets, You know what I mean? To get a chair and all that shit.
They get weekly tickets. I mean, I'm sorry, they're doing you get chairs from SmackDown, or you talking about for NXT?
For NXT.
That's where the Dapper Dan Mike is gonna be down there on TV.
Yeah, I know. Ain't that a bitch?
Ain't that a bitch?
He gonna be late.
He's gonna be
late. I don't think he be late to that stuff. I don't think.
Bullshit, I'm on my own against the wall. He be late. Sorry, motherfucker.
I originally thought that the Vengeance Day was Sunday.
So did I.
And then in doing 2 seconds of research, realized that it's on Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, which is lit.
9:30, we out.
No,
Earl game is at 4. I might not even see that jump.
Well, the thing is, so this is the thing, right? 6 o'clock. This is Saturday. This is All-Star Weekend. Remember.
And Valentine's Day weekend.
Valentine's Day is tomorrow. If I got to be the person to let you know that Valentine's Day is tomorrow, you got to make sure that you take care of Valentine's Day. You may
Don't worry about it. Yeah,
get the Salisbury steak. Hurry up and get the Salisbury steaks right now.
You got a little bit of time.
If you ain't prepared at this point, nigga, you are the Salisbury steak.
That's facts. You're gonna be glazed. Anyway,
it's grass.
Saturday. Vengeance Day, 6 o'clock. I'm assuming that Yamin gonna be done by 8 o'clock because 8 o'clock is also All-Star Saturday night.
Oh, God dang, Saturday.
So the skills competition, the 3-point, the dunk contest, that's all Saturday night. I guess that may also be streaming on Max and immediately following that,
wrestling on Sunday. Yes.
Immediately following that is the AEW Grand Slam Brisbane. The Australia show is going. So I may be planning on a chair from like 5 o'clock to
the next day,
to the next morning. This Saturday, because it's just the way that because I always watch the All-Star Saturday night for whatever reason, and
it's good.
Putting wrestling before and after that
is insane.
It is insane.
Wow,
it is insane.
I almost wish they ran it at the same time for my sake.
That would be smart.
Yep, I mean,
I did want to look at the cards for. Let's look at this card for Vengeance Day real quick. I don't think the show. I don't think this show is 2-packed. Shit, let's go. Okay. Yeah, it's got Obafemi defending the NXT title in a triple threat match against Austin Theory and Grayson Waller.
That's wild, but
they may or may not be. I mean, they're just doing this to do it, right?
2 of them niggas is on to be on the next round of releases. I feel like I feel like they haven't figured and neither one of them are bad. They just don't know what to do. They don't. And those were, I believe, at least what's his name was a Vince guy, right?
Yeah, Austin Theory.
Yeah, Theory was definitely a Vince guy.
Yeah,
so
100%.
You start seeing niggas pop up down bottom. They gonna be out there with whatever they changed Corbin's name to Tom Pritchett. What his name is?
Oh, well, this is his real name right now, right? It's Tom Substack, right?
Something like that.
Tom Pestilence. I don't remember his name. I don't remember.
Bless the globe with the poet. The those birds.
Yes.
This
in the game.
This is what
your favorite pod never.
This is what I'm saying. This is what happens when they leave us alone to our own devices. This
tried to warn them. I would chat. We tried to warn them hours ago because we knew it was going to be like this. Not my fault. NXT Women's Championship is a fatal 4-way. Julia, Bayley, Roxanne Perez, and Cora Jade. I'm assuming Julia's winning this match, but that's going to be a banger.
Yeah, Roxanne Shante is out of there.
That's going to be a banger. Fallon Henley is going to be defending the NXT Women's North American title against Stephanie Vaquer.
Yeah,
bless her heart.
Yeah,
bless her heart.
that feels like a title change there.
Bless her heart.
Trick Williams and Eddie Thorpe are going to be facing each other in a strap match
in February.
It is February, and Trick already got whooped. I didn't want to talk about it on the show because he got the shit whipped out of him that 1 week. But I hope he
like that motherfucker. The first week of February.
The first show of February.
And y'all worry about Triple H, but how this guy got homeboy. Cock like pistol. I don't care what you guys do.
Eyes cocked like a pistol.
See, stop it. Fraxium are going to be defending the NXT tag titles against Joshua Briggs and Yoshiki Inamura.
God dang, one more time?
No.
Javon Evans is finally getting his match against Ethan Page. He's been cleared. All right, it's going to be a good show. For a 6 o'clock on Thursday.
Yeah. When you just getting home from the nearest Roy Rogers, because your ass ain't make them reservations. You know what I mean?
But that's oh man, Saturday on that weekend. Nah, I mean your best bet is Friday night.
Yeah. It may be too late for you. If you ain't made no plans yet, it may be too
late. Matter of fact,
if
you going out on Saturday,
yeah, you may have messed up.
You second string.
You may have messed all the way up for real.
Shout out to Dre.
I do.
Don't do that, yo.
No, I ain't mean it like
you're wild. Shout out to Dre.
Piece of shit.
Peace to Dre. And also, we mentioned Chris Bay. I believe Andreas Hale's birthday is today as well. So shouts out to him.
Is it?
I believe so, yeah. Today is the day.
Oh, goddamn Vegas, nigga.
How about that? Surdy. Immediately following the basketball. AEW Grand Slam, Brisbane Grand Slam, Australia. They got Okada defending the Continental Championship against Buddy Matthews.
It's my cousin.
Facts. Facts, yeah. Big facts. Mariah May is going to be defending the AEW Women's World Title against Timeless Toni Storm.
I'm looking forward to that.
That should be a banger. Mercedes Moné is going to be defending the TBS Championship against Harley Cameron. Dave Meltzer thinks that Mercedes Moné should be asking Tony Khan to be losing this to make Harley Cameron a superstar. Harley Cameron's been popping up, whether it's the puppet or just her. To her credit, this ain't new. She's kind of been operating with this for a minute, but I think over the last 3 weeks or so, it feels like it's starting to catch on for people that ain't been paying attention.
Check this out. If you ever seen a Jan Sport, or if you've never seen a Jan Sport, check this out. Check this match out.
Word. But do you think Harley could, you think they would change the title?
I think it's in their best interest
to do that.
Yeah, they ain't going to
do that, but I don't know where Mercedes goes after this.
Because she's got to lose all of those belts.
She got to lose all of them. So I would assume
that's how they normally
go.
Book.
Yeah, I would assume she would go and defend outside of AEW after this and be gone for a minute, but
at some point, because Mariah May is being very vocal about not.
Yeah, so I don't know. You don't know what's going to happen with that feud. That's why I'm saying you don't know where Mercedes goes after this.
There's shit going on. Another match to watch for Omega and Ospreay versus Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher in a tag match. That could be crazy.
Shout out to Sean's Tragedy, just proving what I was saying.
I read pro dates. Yeah, she's at House of Glory too, right? She got House of Glory coming up.
She's at Hog too, yeah.
In a Brisbane brawl. Fucking hell, say that 3 times fast. Jay White and Cope are going to be taking on John Moxley and Claudio in the brawl. I guess that's a no.
I'm going to tell you what should be wrapped up faster than Mercedes Moné's title runs is all the stuff Moxley and them's doing.
It's not hitting. It's not hitting.
Whatever payoff. Listen, I'm going to be honest. The best thing they're doing right now, is probably the thing they just started with MJF and Hangman. Because that's them playing in their lane.
That's their okay. I'm with you.
I feel
like they keep trying to do things based off of like what people think of people that came to the company. This is two of their guys, and it's a meaningful feud because all the weight that both of their characters hold come from being in AEW. Do that stuff, because that stuff is the stuff that's going to secure your future, because you're investing in, like, you can't keep riding off the, well, this nigga used to da-da-da-da-da. Put them niggas, that's your niggas.
Those
big facts. They're not mine either. But, I mean, they working with what they got. But, yeah, those are the two big shows this Saturday. Again, by the time Sunday hits, Brother Fan will have spoken to everybody on the Be the Negro League show for Fight Club. That's the Sunday show. Although I feel like there may be... Is there something else going on? I don't know. There's a lot of wrestling going. It's just a lot of wrestling going on.
The thought was, I'm hoping them niggas is hitting the pavement hard, but the thought was, if niggas is around for this weekend, maybe it'd be somebody, folks hanging around as a hangover. I hope they at the show with the hand of hands out there. Right. Getting their bread, man. I would love to see a nice packed house over there.
Facts.
In Chevrolet.
I gotta try to get over that motherfucker.
Yeah, try and figure your life out, my brother. Figure your life out. WWE's trying to figure out that road to WrestleMania in Vegas. I don't want to dwell too much. I did want to just hit on a couple of points. They've got both of the Elimination Chamber matches have all but two people announced. Currently, for the men's chamber, it's Cena, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, and Logan Paul. Logan Paul just beat Rey Mysterio on Raw to get his spot. So there's two more spots that they need to fill there. In the women's chamber, it's currently Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Bayley, with two more spots available there. Are we even thinking about who's winning these matches? We still got to figure out who the other people are.
Yeah, I think on the women's side, you got to figure out who the other people are. For me, anyway.
Who else could it even be?
Yeah, I would like to see Roxanne Shante in there.
Roxanne Perez would be a good addition.
I'm not sure. I guess Nia Jax would be the last.
You could. I mean, you could do that. I don't know where Becky Lynch is. You could do that.
Or Becky. Yeah, Becky makes sense. Pardon me. I would assume Cena is the victor in this in the men. So I guess you don't. It doesn't really matter who the other two people are.
Is Logan Paul's been in a limit? Like, if they put Roxanne Perez in the women's, and I think this may be her first Elimination Chamber, is there a male equivalent for like? There's not really. I mean, especially in skills, but like in general, like in terms of like young.
I'm gonna go out on a lot. Maybe Randy Orton is one of those. I'm not saying he's the Roxanne Perez, but maybe Randy Orton is one of the other two. And then I would say, and then I'm gonna go out on a far limb and say Carmelo Hayes.
If they would allow him, he could shine in that role if they allowed him to.
He could, but they got Logan Paul there.
That also,
that's a good point.
He wouldn't logically shine in that match because
storyline wise, yeah.
No, right. I mean it's just too. He's not gonna stand next to all them niggas and look right.
No, facts, but still in all, like, I don't even know how they would even work it. Like, what would be the story where he would be qualifying for a match against the three or the four of them right now? How would you even work that, like, this set tomorrow?
Oh shit, that's right, Jacob.
Jacob Fatu could be a wild card too. He may actually be the one that could pull off the Roxanne Perez type showcase. May not win, but like really get their shit off in the match.
I love that hell is his thinking word in his promos.
Hell.
He's like, I see how you be out here. Hell, we done it for a long time up and down the road. I was just over that. Like
the best line was, hell, we lightweight alike.
We lightweight alike. When I was in that box, I said,
I was in
my
the box.
I
cousin.
was out here selling that Yaramin.
I don't really think I'm like, yo, it's no way he's Samoan. That's a little nigga.
If you
Yo, when he was doing that interview and he had the personal Hennessy and a pack of Newports sitting next to him,
You look
I was
like you.
Man.
He looked like
this,
you.
This
It's
look
funny.
like cuz. That look like cuz out
He
there.
looked like you. It's great.
They had the big T-shirt on, yo. I was like, God dang. I remember that. Like that was Circus City, yo.
That was cuz.
Circuit City, yo. I love it.
He
That
out
was
front of
Circuit City,
Circuit City, like,
I
you know I'm
love
on
that.
break, right?
Yeah.
So look, Tuesday, the Fabulous coming out.
You got a point. Yeah, facts. You got a point with that motherfucker.
Tuesday, the Fabulous come out. That joke gonna be all right.
You know we got that raw.
You know what though? I still need Jadakiss to have a class. Like I don't really.
What you cared about? Yeah. You know I got them CDs on the side.
Oh yeah. I mean, you could pay
Project
this price.
Pat.
You could pay this price. However, if you need them 8 for 20, baby.
Cuz used to bless the nation.
I love it. Hey, sometimes you need that. You need that.
Pardon us, God.
No, it's all good. It is all good. And
Outstanding.
even when I cut this, I'm not cutting none of this. That's crazy.
I'm from Severn.
That's
Close enough.
Cold or the Lord for lot.
Jay Uso is officially taking on Gunther for the world heavyweight title. I don't know if that's going to be a main event. I don't know if they've officially said that's a main event on either night.
I don't think it's going to be.
I'm assuming Jay taking that title.
He has to. And it's time.
Lose.
You saying he's not?
No, he's gonna win, but
Yeah, he's gonna win.
I'm leaning on him losing because I just want to see everybody in the dumps.
I love it. That's some me shit. That's some
is.
me shit.
It is
This
some hateful
this
shit.
Y'all mad? Ha ha! Y'all mad? No.
It's some hateful shit.
What in the Nelson off of goddamn The Simpsons is going on? Once again, Mimi. Dapper
Sorry,
Dead Midas. This is what happens.
Yo, that's Barney's son, yo.
Yes, Barney's son.
Look just like, boy, you look just like your daddy.
No, Barney's son was the other one. With, Barney's son. Barney, that was Barney's son for real?
Yeah, that's Barney's son.
I ain't know that, yo.
Yeah, if you put Barney's eyes back in his head, because he be burping and his eyes be on the other side of his head, he look just like him.
I feel like the first time I figured out Randy was Cheese's son.
Which is crazy. That's crazy.
That's crazy. That was a good one. When
That's
you
an
heard-
Easter egg because his name was on it.
when
Name
you
was
saw
on the paperwork.
The
Wagstaff.
Wagstaff. Yeah, what you saw, maybe that's the name of the episode. That's the type of name.
Wagstaff.
That's the type of name of the episode I like. Because you may know about it, but you why?
They ain't got no idea.
Why is it Wagstaff? Shit. Shout out this prophet. Shout out Angelo Dawkins in particular for that promo. We don't normally talk a lot of SmackDown on here, but SmackDown had a couple of Yamins on there, and that was one of them. That's probably some of the. Jermaine, how you was feeling after seeing the Prophets basically, laying down why they need to have that in tag team titles right now? That shit was ill. That shit was dope. It was also funny to see after on our show, all that talk about Drew McIntyre, LA Knight, and the Royal Rumble stuff. They went out there with Jimmy Uso and basically had a whole segment. Hey, internet, remember what y'all was reading about? We just gonna talk about this for 5 minutes. Then we're gonna have a little fake fight in here to make it look like we said, because people was like, oh my god, they fighting for real?
They fighting for real.
Nigga. What are we watching?
It's always a word,
No
baby.
bullshit.
What
No bullshit. Point
are we watching? Now we cooking with peanut oil. Jimmy, that's how your beard look all the time? Or that's you just got out the yummy?
Nah, I mean, shit, you can't really tell. You only see the bottom of that motherfucker when you standing next to him. Cause
Jesus Christ.
7 feet tall.
Did speaking of we mentioned talking about people going to SmackDown. Did y'all see that R-Truth is apparently been moved to SmackDown?
No.
I don't know if it's official. But there's been talk that he's been moved over there.
I hope there's a purpose.
It ain't. It's all truth.
I watched that WWE 24 and I realized I watched it for the Patreon. It's not up there yet. It'll be up there Sunday. The one thing that I realized, and good, bad, or indifferent, I don't know if I've not thought about it too much. A lot of why he was there is because he made Vince laugh. And I think he worked the angles on that. Remember that Royal Rumble where Truth brought the ladder out? He said he just went to Vince's office one day and said, hey, Vince, wouldn't it be funny if during the Rumble I just brought a ladder out and climbed in and act like I was trying to get something off the thing? And Vince laughed and said, God damn, that's a good idea. And then that motherfucker was in the Rumble. Like, I think a lot of his stuff, like, he's really good at adapting, but he's also really, like, Mimi talks a lot about, you know, if you want to be in positions, you kind of got to put yourself there. And I think he's been really good. Again, maybe to, you know, to the less quality TV aspects, because he's been in a part of a lot of stuff, but he's a very entertaining individual. I would like to see him on SmackDown. I'm sorry. Dre said he was 35 minutes behind this whole time. Jesus
Yo,
Christ.
you really are our uncle.
Jesus.
Is the YouTube? I was on the YouTube. I seen it.
Is this on?
I also see there's
Somebody fix this.
y'all trying to hit New Orleans for Mania next year?
Nigga, what?
That's the talk. At least that's early talk.
The talk is it's been in a bag.
I don't see if it's been in the bag, but I definitely see that it's talk. I don't know if when will we even know?
We
When
got
we
rock
know-
in.
The word is they're supposed to announce it before Mania.
So anytime. I mean, maybe I guess maybe Toronto. They may announce it during
Listen, if it's outside, y'all ain't gonna see me.
All right, listen.
If it's
March
outside of
28th.
here,
March 28th in Maryland. There's a beer, bourbon, and barbecue festival, right? Somebody just sent this to me on my phone. There's a beer, bourbon, and barbecue festival, and it's featuring the midget
Low
wrestling
brother.
warriors.
yo, what?
Micro Jackson.
I hope so.
Micro Jackson is fucking insane.
That's his name.
Yeah, that's his name.
Had beer, bourbon, and what? Blunts? What?
Barbecue. Beer, bourbon, and barbecue. And
Blunt
Timonium.
stunts in hip hop. Yeah,
Yes,
Yeah,
100%. Shout out
like
to D.
That's like our regular weekends.
yeah. That's just the pregame to the pod.
No bullshit. Beer,
Sorry.
bourbon, and barbecue. Where is it?
Timonium.
Damn, that's a trip. How we gonna get
That's
that
a
drunk?
place for real. Timonium.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
where the fairs,
Yeah.
like the
for
state
the
fair.
for the people who aren't from the 410, he's saying state fair.
The
Yeah, the
Fez.
Fez. The fairs.
The Fez.
Fair is.
Yes, that's what the fair
You
is.
said fairs.
That's what the fair.
The Fez. I got you.
Yo,
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yo, rest in
Appreciate
peace, man. My grandfather, rest in peace, Garfield. It's Garfield, if y'all make it familiar.
Yeah,
Which
shout out
Would
from
not
410.
miss. He would not miss the Maryland
Yo.
State Fair.
They used to be fire. with the
like
candy
rides
on.
and shit, just everything.
Yeah, niggas used to go for the food.
Nigga, that's what people go to state fairs for.
Yeah.
Son,
The food.
nigga, have you ever had a fried Oreo?
A fried Oreo, fried
Yeah.
Snickers.
Yeah,
The
I've had
funnel
fried.
cake.
They have hella fried. I've had the Oreos. I don't get too deep into the fried.
Neither do
stuff.
I.
But
that shit be good.
the funnel cakes is standard. Yeah, funnel cake is standard.
I'm weird about funnel cake, yo. I can't. It be too greasy. I can't eat the
It's a
whole
lot.
thing.
I mean, it's literally just dough and grease fried and then put on a plate.
Like you
Sugar.
gotta put the strawberry
Yeah.
with the strawberries and ice cream on it though.
That's next level.
No.
Yeah, that's next level.
That shit,
They
that
don't-
shit look too weird to me.
It's a lot. They don't put the ice cream on it a lot. If it's cold
Yeah.
out, they may
Yeah.
do it. It depends. They do a lot when it's cold out up here, but they don't normally do all.
Have y'all
Take
ever
it that
made
level.
it yourselves? Put the
1 year.
mix the dough up.
Yeah.
You mix the dough up and put it in the
Yeah,
freezer
man.
bag and then cut the tip off.
Oh, I
of the
never.
paws.
We bought the kit where it had
Oh.
like a funnel. I mean, and you just have the oil going. You could just.
Oh shit!
But it's same idea. But yeah, they had a whole kit at this point.
What you put? Bacon? It was baking soda.
It was
That's a whole nother cooker.
it was
Oh.
it was fish grease.
Oh shit!
And then it was a
Yo,
whole thing.
imagine you in the hood and you like, Grandma, can we make funnel cake? Yeah, go on get that fish off that canister in the middle of the stove. Go on get that. Go on get the grease. That grease gonna smell like rockfish, nigga.
Asshole. It's
Facts.
gonna taste like asshole in there.
Why y'all funnel cake smell like that? It don't smell like Wild World funnel cake.
My crack tastes funny. No, I'm sorry.
It's all the goddamn the crack taste. If you
I'm sorry.
now,
I'm
what
sorry.
I do is no.
Yo,
When
my
I poach
crack.
up, like I put a dab of chicken grease in when I cook up.
Gotta saute the
my
rock
So,
crack.
because so they know my batch is that fish grease. You understand?
Put a little
My
season salt
batch.
on there. Yeah.
Imagine this a nigga cooking up at the crib. You like, yeah. Now put a little Old Bay in this baby.
Nigga, is that lemon pepper in my krills?
Yo, lemon pepper krills might be the name of the episode.
Lemon
Yo, the
pepper.
real fish scale is crazy.
We may have to get out of here.
Oh shit!
Lemon pepper krills may be the name of the episode. Jesus Christ, doesn't matter.
That's definitely a Ross bar. Lemon pepper krills. Huh.
Lemon pepper krills.
We gotta get out of here.
Yo,
Sorry,
my crack
Mimi.
tastes crazy. It's
My
crazy.
my crack tastes funny.
My crack tastes funny.
This you know I because it be them.
Did you
know,
get your what's count from down over on Payson?
I buy from you 2-3 times a day. You know I know how it tastes.
They sold mine in a red and white box instead of a bag this time.
It tastes a little funny. Tastes a
Nigga
little
on the
funny.
block, like you remember the niggas just yell out the names on the wire. Your niggas like salt, pepper, ketchup.
Like yo, we got that WMD. It's
We
that
got that.
Obama.
We got that bacon, egg, and cheese.
That
Yeah.
bacon, egg, and cheese is crazy.
We got
The
that bacon,
chicken,
egg,
egg, and
and
cheese.
Nigga say we got that soul food, baby. Come and get
Got
your
that
soul.
WMD.
got that
Hey,
W.
sure.
Nigga, remember when they was on that yelling pandemic?
Mm-hmm.
We got that pandemic,
It
sure.
would have been got that COVID.
Fuck,
Yeah, yo.
dummy, I got that shit over here, sure.
COVID.
Yeah.
Hey,
Coronavirus. You got that coronavirus?
Not
hey.
boogie. It's not
Second
boogie.
strain. I'm sorry. We
It's definitely time to get out of here.
brother fam, you got a black
Hey.
rass of the week?
Yeah, yo, shout out to the homie. Shout out to Burt Waters being named announcer of our All-Star game, man. So you know what I mean. Shout out to the
I don't
homie.
want a name after the crack talk, but
No, you
It's fine.
the
Sorry.
man.
It's fine.
sorry.
She understands.
I'm going
Hopefully
with
she understands.
I'm going with Lord Finesse. Shout out to Chris Bay
Shout out. Salute on his birthday and all that.
on his birthday.
Yeah, peace to Chris Bay. I think my black rass of the week is got to be the New Day. I appreciate whoever still said keep the cameras rolling because they beat Rey Mysterio ass. They beat Dragon Lee ass for like 2 other minutes after that show went off the air.
They should have put the Family Matters end of the episode music over top of it.
Beating somebody ass in street clothes is great. I love it. Shouts to them always. That's gonna do it for us this week. Of course, chat. If y'all got Black Rasslers, y'all can put them in the chat as well. You know how it go. We gotta get out of here. Sorry, gotta get out of here. God damn it, brother fam. Where can the people find you on them social medias? And what else you got working on?
Hellfan790 on your social media choice. Please, man. Check out the interviews I did with the competitors in the inaugural Fight Tag Team Championship tournament. Also, Shug D is already out in the ether tomorrow, and 6 p.m. I am looking forward. I always have great conversations with those folks, and if you want to see really, really good heel work, I was in my heel bag in all of these interviews. Some of the stuff I like when we talk about the off, you know what I mean? When we not talking about wrestling,
right?
Yeah.
That's when it really happens. When it really happens.
I was saying what I wanted to.
I love it, brother Math. Where you at? All right. At Cal on Twitter.
My bad, Cal. I was gonna say my bad. Shout out to Dora. She has some fire. She has some fire content. We're gonna have to get that up from AEW this past week.
Word.
And,
Shout out Maya World.
Shout out to Maya. Dora hit the Instagrams and was like, "Yo, this was pre anything. You know what I mean? This was pre Dynamite. This was the taping." She was like, "Maya World is in there with Megan Bain. This is phenomenal," and she was giving it up. So shout out to D.
Facts. Peace. At Cal on Twitter, at Black Rasslin on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. BlackRasslin.com is the website. And as always, you find Black Rasslin on. We over there. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts, we should be there. Patreon.com/Black Rasslin. Make sure y'all paying that 1 or paying that 10 to get content
11.
like this, or pay the 11, please, especially WrestleMania, Road to WrestleMania. It's all the content that we can't put up here because we would get literally just thrown off of YouTube, and we doing too much moving over here to do that. But yeah, there's an ill episode of the Bulls that went up early this week. Today I watched the Clarissa Shields Danielle Perkins fight. Shouts out to Joe Dixon for sending that over. That one, you want spoiler alert? Danielle Perkins got hit with that shot. She said she hit the lead. She looked like she got hit with that WMD for real.
Yeah, that bacon, egg, and cheese.
Yeah. Remember, you might better watch your mouth.
Nah, shouts out to everybody over there. Shouts out to everybody.
How husky your voice is. You'll get knocked the out, nigga.
Peace to Marty Bowser. It's dope to talk to her. Go check out her work, and we'll be talking to her soon. Shouts out to Mimi. Shouts out to DDM. Yep. You're not here right now, but you're always here in spirit. That's it for this week. We will talk to y'all next week. I think I ain't got nothing else to say. DDM ain't here, but DDM, please take us out.
All my niggas in the whole wide world, doom. All my niggas in the whole wide world, leaving.